It is important trying to get everyone integrated back, managing some of the players as well. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a mix still. But yeah, we know it would be a tough test against Edinburgh. We struggled in this game last year. We played them at home in round 5. We'd been in South Africa for the couple of weeks prior to that. So Richard Cockle, I worked very closely with him for a couple of years. And just understanding the type of mindset that he has and how he sets teams up. So yeah, they're the way the conferences are as well. They're one of our big rivals as well, because we're up against them when it comes to league points. So yeah, it's a very important game for us, this one. And yeah, we managed a couple of guys out last week, and some of those guys come back in. So we're just trying to manage the squad. It is nice and competitive at the moment. A lot of guys disappointed not to be involved this week. So yeah, it's a big game for us. We weren't as accurate perhaps with some of our set piece delivery, I think was the big thing. So we've worked on that, but that's something that would be constant for us anyway. Maybe force things once or twice as well during the first half. But the intensity and accuracy and the intent was pretty good, I thought, in the first half. And Dragons were very competitive as well. We had a try disallowed quite early on, which went back for a neck roll. There's certain things around the ruck that we can be sharper on, particularly early in the game, and that's going to be a big area for this weekend against Edinburgh. Yeah, we were hugely frustrated with the Scarlets' performance, particularly the way we went out in the start of the second half, and we just left things too late in that game, is what it felt like. Running out of time. I thought the group looked strong physically at the end of the game, but there's no point delivering when the game is up. So yeah, that's something we talked about quite a bit. Yeah, so this again, it's just another opportunity for guys to showcase what they can do. I thought we had a great crowd against Dragons, so hopefully we'll see more of the same for a Saturday night kickoff. But yeah, we hopefully get a good crowd, and the players want to put in a big performance again. They know what's at stake. We're coming into this run of games that we're on, so Edinburgh would be one of our main rivals in our conference. Connacht away next week, Munster the week after in the Aviva, and then we're into Europe. And like the players know, based off what goes on the next couple of weeks, will have a huge knock-on effect for what takes place during November with Ireland and who gets picked for. Or if you think there's the trip to the States to play against Italy, into the Argentina game, into the game against the All Blacks, and the list goes on. So there's so much at stake in these games. So players need to understand that they need to perform well in these games if they're going to be in the frame for the games that are coming up. Yeah, he did something very similar last year, and we looked at some of the clips from that game last year, and we were very lucky, I think, to come away with a win. So they have a strong squad, Edinburgh. I think that's the first thing to note. They picked a very big front five, so gives you a fair idea of what they tend to do there. The back row that they have is very aggressive as well, and they have a lot of good footballers, a lot of good pace as well. So yeah, no, they're strong. There's not much between some of the players that they have, and I think it's something that he'll try and do as well, is trying to create that competition and making sure that nobody feels safe, which was something I'd imagine that Richard would be a big fan of. It was great to get Josh back, yeah, after an ACL. Got through the 80 minutes and he's good to go again. So Dan got through a fair bit of training last week, and has worked hard with, I can't say enough about our backroom team and the rehab and strength and conditioners that we have, and the work that goes into those guys to, if you think Josh, after that length of time being out, comes in and plays 80 minutes, and he was actually getting stronger, I thought, as the game went on. So it's huge credit to the work that they put in. So Dan comes back in this week. Yeah, so we'll see what sort of opportunity he gets in the game. Sean is making steady progress, trained, did a good bit of rugby training this week, and again, he's been out for a long period. So we'll just see how he gets through the start of next week, and we'll make some calls based off that. And again, just making sure that those guys that return to play, return to contact, and the work that goes on behind the scenes is a hugely important part of that.